Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Thanks for joining this video, and I hope you are so happy and so grateful for watching this video. Okay, this video is about my presentation about my major organic chemistry for completed my course ESM or English for subject major Organic Chemistry by my lecturer Dr. Neti Herawati, SPD MSI. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Andi Rahmawati. I'm from International Course Program Chemistry Education with the ID 21010551003 in Universitas Negeri Makassar. This video is I want to explain about carbon. Please enjoy and let's see. Thank you. Okay, for study this material is about carbon, so I want to tell you about definition of carbon. So what is carbon? Carbon or carbonium or charcoal is a chemical element that has the symbol C and atomic number 6 on the periodic table as a group 14 element on the periodic table. Carbon is not metal and has a valence of 4 tetravalent, meaning that there are 4 electrons that can be used to form covalent bond. So, what is the characteristic of carbon? Characteristic of carbon is, first, the carbon atom has 4 valence electrons. Based on its electron configuration, a carbon atom has 4 valence electrons or 4 electrons in its outer shell. The presence of these valence electrons plays an important role in forming chemical bonds. Each atom is capable of forming stability, including the carbon atom. To achieve stability, this atom needs 4 other electrons by forming covalent bonds. Only carbon atoms are able to form 4 covalent bonds to reach the octet state. The next is the second characteristic of carbon is the atomic radius of carbon is relatively small. If it's look at the periodic table of elements, carbon atoms are in period 2. This means the carbon atoms only have 2 outer shells, thus the atomic radius must also be small. The size of the atomic radius affects the stretch of the bonds formed. Given the relative small radius of the carbon atom, the covalent bonds formed will be relatively strong. And then the third characteristic is carbon atoms can form carbon chains. The presence of 4 valence electrons in the carbon atom seems to bring a million benefit to mankind. How not? With these 4 valence electrons, the carbon atom is able to form covalent bonds with very long carbon chains, both single, double, and even triple covalent bonds. Not only that, carbon can also form cyclic or cyclic-war chains. Okay, the next material is about hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon is consists from the carbon that is kinds from the change or from the bonds, and hydrocarbon is consists from 2 saturated hydrocarbon and unsaturated hydrocarbon. Saturated hydrocarbon is we can normally is alkane. Unsaturated hydrocarbon is alkene or alkene. Okay. Before that, we must say about hydrocarbon. What is hydrocarbon? Hydrocarbon is a compound consisting of the element carbon or C and the element hydrogen or H. All hydrocarbon have a carbon change and a hydrogen atom bonded to that change. The term is also used as an understanding of aliphatic hydrocarbon. Okay, the first hydrocarbon is about saturated hydrocarbon is about alkane. Alkane are long carbon chains with single bonds. The general formula for alkanes is CnH2 N plus 2. The simplest alkane is methane with the formula CH4. That's before we say that, okay. There is no limit to how many carbons can be bonded together. Some types of oils and wax are examples of alkanes with a large number of carbon atoms. Can be more than 10 carbon atoms. Okay, and then for the rule naming alkanes, there are only three parts, namely the determination of the main change, and the second is the name of the branch, and the third is the number of the branch. With the same system, the difference between alkanes and alkynes can be seen from the addition of the main chain name. Normally, alkanes is ena, alkenes is ina or ena, and then for alkynes is una. Okay, alkenes and alkynes, alkenes and alkynes. Then for that, to have the same system as alkanes, but have a significant difference in the shape of the chain. If the alkane has a single chain for alkanes, for alkanes to have a double chain and belong to the unsaturated hydrocarbon group together with alkynes to have a triple chain. General explain in saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbon come from isomers. Isomers are compounds that have the same molecular formula but different structural formulas. So the structure of the carbon atoms can be changed so as to create different properties of different shapes. And then the uses of carbon compounds. The uses of the carbon compounds is can be consist of two. Is some common use of this element is decorative, and then carbon is can benefit in with the human body. And I think that's it of my material. Thank you, and then assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.